guys, Yu Shang here. Welcome back to the speedrun. We have our first Protoss player, so this should be exciting. As the focus of the speedrun goes, we're going to be macroing every game. So I think in this matchup, what we want to do is go for kind of Charge at Archon Immortal. And I would steer more towards the Charge at Archon than the Immortals, but we'll see how she goes. Just adjust the sound here. Alright, let's go for our scout. I'm doing a low ground wall here. I don't think it's too important at this level if you go for a low ground wall or high ground wall, but technically at high GM or masters, I guess even, you want to put your wall here to prevent adepts from running in. But honestly, you're probably not going to face too many adepts at this level, so I don't think we need to worry about it too much. Let's grab a second gate, see what our opponent's doing.
Your probes are under attack.
I was just teaching a Protoss player actually, and one of the most important things I think you can do if you're still kind of new to the game or at the intermediate level is really get good with moving this probe while doing your build order. And you'll notice I'm going for a 2-gate expansion here. 2-gate in PvP really crucial. Let's just see if this guy expands. Yeah, okay. So now we know he's expanding. We can not worry too much about some rushes. We'll grab our expansion as well. And we could probably even go home with this probe. Okay, so I have the stalkers here. So we're going to be the aggressor, and the reason we know we're the aggressor is because he has his expansion before us, which means that we should have more units. So if you have the later expansion, you're the aggressor. You gotta do a little bit of damage. And damage, I mean, it could just be harassing him and distracting him even. Hopefully killing some workers or units, but not necessarily. Like, you don't need to destroy him or anything. You just need a little bit of pressure. So don't go overboard or anything. Currently, I just have these A moved, so whenever they interact with something, they're going to start fighting. And we just need to make sure they don't die. So I'm not going to micro these or anything. I'm just going to keep making sure our build order is good. Next, we can grab our tech. You notice I'm not making too many more units, by the way. That's because we already know that we have more units. So we don't need to be extremely safe at this point because we can see exactly what he has. I mean, we've already got 2 pylon kills here, which is amazing. I think we're already actually very far ahead. Let's get an observer maybe, and then immortals. And you'll notice I'm getting all this damage without microing. So very low effort. Could we extract more value if I microed them? Yeah, obviously we could. But would we have a perfect build order back at home if we're a diamond player or a platinum player? Probably not. So much more important to stay focused back here. Alright, and then once you kind of feel like you can't really watch these anymore, you're kind of losing your ability to multitask, let's just bring those back. Actually, that was perfect timing because he was trying to jump on us. So we nailed that. Let's grab some gates. And what I really want to know is what his tech is. So I kind of shifted that through his base. And if he's playing something like Stargate, then we'll adapt. Let's grab our gases. Let's see what he's up to. So he's got a gateway cyber. And it looks like he's trying to add something. We'll see in a second. Get some more gates over here. Yeah, so I mean he doesn't have too much to see here. Kind of makes me wonder if he proxied something even. Potentially. He's got a lot of gas. But yeah, at this level, I don't want to read into it too much. He could just be taking them too quickly on accident. If you really want to be safe here, I guess we could add some cannons to our mineral lines in case he drops us or something. But we don't really need them, so I'd rather not. Okay, we have about 8 gateways. Actually, I think we went a little over that. But that's fine. Now we're going to make our charge at Archon. And we also want to grab an expansion. So this is just for safety, the charge at Archon on 2 bases. Let's leave that here. Grab our expansion. And now we just got to make sure we're not getting it all in. So similar to the PVT we played and the PVZ, we don't want to get too aggressive on the tech too fast here, because we already have this expansion. And if we start adding on tech as well, we're just getting a little bit too unsafe. Like if they go for a big all-in and we're trying to get, you know, a 3rd base and Colossus and, you know, a 4th base, we just go way too overboard, then we're just gonna die. So having more probes is plenty sufficient to be ahead. Okay, so he's going for mass void ray. I think that's pretty common at this level. So if we stay back here against mass void ray, they're gonna harass us all over the place. It's gonna get pretty annoying. But the problem with playing void rays is if your opponent plays charge at Archon, which is what we're doing, the standard, and we just attack them, we're going to crush them pretty hard. So they can't really harass us as long as we just go attack them right away. But there's no rush. We have more economy right now, I think. Actually, I think they took this base. Now, we don't want to let them get a lot more economy than us, or even equal economy, because we have this kind of weaker but more mobile composition. And so if you guys are both on 4 bases and they have the exact same amount of probes, but they're making better units, then we're in trouble. So we'd much rather just go for like a push. And try to maintain this eco lead. Or we could take a faster 4th base, I guess, is also possible. We just don't want to be like exactly equal economy.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, let's warp in one last time and then we're gonna go.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, time to go. Don't wait for the Archon. Just go. And he's gonna have a lot of void rays. He probably will kill all our Archon if he's been doing a good job making those. But what's gonna happen is our zealots are gonna kill everything else. Oh, he's actually gonna base trade us. Okay, this is a good learning moment. So what we want to do here is we don't want to panic. We want to actually let him kill whatever he wants, as long as we can eventually kill the void ray. Because on this side, we're gonna kill everything anyways, right? Like there's no shot that we don't kill his whole entire base. So let's just spam defense over here. Maybe over here too, why not? But basically we only need to defend one location. And we can just kind of ignore this over here. And just focus our full attention on defending on this side. So let's get more stalkers. I feel like we're already pretty safe. So I'm gonna add Twilight Council somewhere. Maybe here. I think this one's gonna die. Let's just re-attack move over here. He has no eco now, so even if we lose this whole army, I think we're still winning. And now that we have so many stalkers that we couldn't possibly lose this fight, only now are we gonna actually fight his army. Okay, that was fortunate for us. And if we fought his army when he was over here with the Void Race, we warped in like 3 Stalker, he would have killed them immediately, right? And then we would have warped in another 3 Stalker, he would have killed those immediately. And if we kept doing that, and we were too aggressive on trying to defend our main base here, we could have easily lost the game. I've seen this happen a ton of times. It's super, super common where you feel like, I don't want to lose my main base, you know? But if you think about the whole game, like what we need to win the game, we don't actually need this base, right? Like we've got 2 bases to 0 bases once we kill all this. So trying to hold on to this base is kind of unimportant to the result of the game. Instead, we just warp in, 2 rounds of Stalker over here. Now we easily have enough to defend. And again, we don't care about losing this base. We already have 2-0. So easily way ahead in economy. And from here, you just need to keep warping in. And like eventually you just have so many units you can't possibly lose to these Void Rays.